To view the scheduling grid you created, navigate to Calendars and Scheduling Grids. In the top right, select All Activities grid you created. The default All Campus Activity filters will automatically populate, thus populating the grid with your selected filter options. With access to a scheduling grid definition that has Allow for Custom Filtering selected, you can customize the type of events and/or sections that populate your view. You will see a thin filter panel on the left. Click the arrow above filter to expand the filter panel. Now you can select how you want to narrow down what you see in your grid view. All criteria selected will combine, so it's likely that more criteria types that you have selected, the less events that you will see. Location filters will only show events happening in that physical space that you specify. If you have not specified filters selected within a criteria, it will default to show all. For example, if you do not specify an event status, then you will see events of any status populate the grid: scheduled, pending, incomplete, tentative, and requested. If you narrow down the location filters, then the list of rooms you'll see on the left will decrease. Any activity filters you narrow will adjust the types of activities you see on the grid. If you are commonly changing a filter to display something different other than the default filters that have been created for the grid, you can save your own defined filters by clicking the floppy disk under the search button. Name your filter and choose if you'd like it to be your default on your grid view. Remember, you can only have one default filter. If you would like to edit your filters you have saved, click the settings cogwheel to change your default or delete any unwanted filters. To change the date on the grid, select the date in the colored bar at the top of your grid and choose which date you'd like to see in the calendar pop-up. If you close and return to the grid, it will always default to today's date.